Okay, welcome to the review for Unit 11. We're going to solve system of equations by graphing. All right, so we started with just plotting them. So they're in slope-intercept form. So this one, it starts with 0, -5, and has a slope of 3. The slope of 3 is over 1 up 3, over 1 up 3, over 1 up 3, over 1 up 3, and looks like that. Oh, that's horrible. Let's try again. There we go. The bottom one is in the form y equals 0, x plus 7. The slope is 0. It's a horizontal line that goes through 7, right? Whenever you see those no x in there, that's because slope was 0, right? 0x goes away, all right? And so what is the one-ordered pair that works in both equations? It's right there, 4, 7. Is that called the what? It's called the solution to the system, right? It's the one-ordered pair that makes them true. Let's go through that. 4, 7, right? Put it in the top. Y is 7, x is 4. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. It works. The bottom one is 7 equals 7. It works. It's the only combination, 4, 7, that makes both equations true. The solution. All right, this one has the solution right there at 6, 3. All right, so plot this system. The top one, the y-intercept is 0, 0. The slope is -1/3, down 1 over 3, down 1 over 3. The bottom one is same exact slope. Oh, same exact slope, but 0, 6, down 1 over 3, down 1 over 3. What's the solution? There's no solution. Why is there no solution? Because the lines are parallel. They will never intersect. The solution occurs where they're parallel, right? If you have the same exact line twice, say that was +6, then it would be infinite solutions. Please know that. If you have two lines right on top of each other, they hit each other infinitely. But these will never hit each other. They have no solution. There you go. So we're going to write a system for this graph. All right, so the blue one has a y-intercept of 0, 6. It has a slope of 1. So what's the equation there? Y equals 1x plus 6, but we never write that. Y equals x plus 6. So we're going backwards here. We're writing a system. The red one, having pen problems, has a y-intercept of 0, -6. Has a slope down 1 over 2. Down 1 over 2. What's down 1 over 2? That's a slope of -1/2. So that is y equals -1/2 x minus 6. And what's the solution? I didn't ask that. It's right there, though, -8, -2. How many solutions to the system? There is one. All right, so find the x and y intercepts and plot the linear function, okay? So I'm going to find the y-intercept first because I'm consistent. That means the x is 0. So y equals -10. The y-intercept is 0, -10. The x-intercept, it has a y equal to 0. Divide both sides by 5. X equals -2. The x-intercept, -2, 0. Okay. And, right, plot. All right, so now we're going to find the intercepts and plot the line. So the y-intercept, you make x equal to 0. Oh, this one has a fraction in it. That's why we're doing this one as well. Divide both sides by -3. Y equals -3. Yes, that's not the one with the fraction. 0, -3. X-intercept make y equal to 0. Divide both sides by 2. X equals 9 halves. 8 halves is 4, so this is 4 1/2, 0. Halfway between 4 and 5. And so there is, I've done a lot of half ones, but you could do a third. A third is a third of the way, like 4 1/3 would be a third of the way between 4 and 5. It works that way. All right, so what form is that in? Because in the test, I'm going to say put it in this form, and you better know what that is. All right, so this is slope-intercept, right? So you know it's slope-intercept when y is all by itself, right? You can just look and see the y-intercept is 0, -9, right? You can just look and see the slope. That's how you know slope-intercept. Right, I just said that. The slope is -8, the y-intercept is 0, -9. What form is this in? This is in standard, right? This is called ax plus by equals c, right? This one is y equals mx plus b. This is in standard form. All right, so we're going to convert that into slope-intercept, right? So we have to get y by itself. So let's do that. So we're going to subtract 8x from both sides. This is an easy one. Y equals -8x minus 9. Are these the same line? Yes, they are. Do they have the same y-intercept? Yes, they do. Do they have the same x-intercept? Yes, they do. We don't know what it is, but they do have the same one. They have the same slope. They're the same line, just in two different forms. All right, so which equation is equivalent to that? So let's do that. Right, so we have to get y by itself. How do we get y by itself? We have to subtract 3x from both sides. That's our first step. We get 2y. Realize we want the x first, so we're going to write the -3x first, the positive 18 plus 18 second. Then the next thing we're going to do is get y by itself by dividing both entire sides. So we get y equals -3 halves. So this -2/3 is no good. This +3 halves is no good. And I believe it's -3 halves plus 9. That's the one that's the same as the one we started with. All right, let's do that again. Since it's -2x, we're going to add 2x to both sides. We get -1y. I like to put that 1 in there, equals 2x minus 7. Divide both sides by -1. Right, so y equals, right, -2x, -7 divided by -1 plus 7. Be careful of that. All right, plot the system. All right, so it's in standard form. So when it's in standard form, I'm going to use the intercepts. Y-intercept, make x equal to 0. Divide both sides by -5. Ooh, y equals -4/5. All right, so 0, -4/5. What is that? Right? That is -4/5 the way to -1. X-intercept. So the x-intercept, make y equal to 0. Divide both sides by 2. X equals 2. 2, 0 is the x-intercept. All right, so there's that. Now I'm going to do the other one. But first, I guess I will graph this. Now that's going to be tricky to graph. Let's see if we get an answer, right? Because we got to find the solution. So let's see. This one, well, the y-intercept is just clearly visible. And I'm having a pen problem. Here we go. Y-intercept is 0, -5. Slope is 1, right? Because we're in slope-intercept. So I got to go over 1. All right. Ooh. So I'm hoping that 7, 2 is the correct answer, and then I just graphed this a little inaccurately. So let's see. Now, how could I check that? How could I could redo the red one a little more, but there's a way to check. What was the way we learned to check? You have to put 7, 2 into both these equations. So let's look. So 7, 2. So if you make y equal to 2, x equal to 7, yeah, it works for the bottom one. Let's see the more complicated one. So 2 times 7 minus 5 times x is 7, y is 2, right? Does that work? 14 minus 10 equal, yes! All right, so see, I was not a good grapher with the red. And why was I not a good grapher? Because I had to graph -4, 0, -4/5. Okay, so that was tricky. But I checked my work and I figured out this must be the answer, 7, 2.